Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell because what I do here is all about Cardano and the Cardano ecosystem. So today it's a look back at the week, see what has happened for Cardano. I will give you some of the highlights that I've seen going on, what's good, what's bad, and also I will give you a summary on what happened when Elon Musk met Jack from Twitter and Cathie Wood of ARK Investment. I'll give you the very high level summary of that, as well as taking a look at the charts to see where do we stand now for the Bitcoin price and for Cardano ADA and where we may go. So if you get value, please do give the video a like, share it out there, and also please leave a comment below. That does help within the YouTube algorithm. So let's jump into it. Okay, so starting out here, looking at Charles put out a brief update video a few days ago where he gave updates on Alonzo, gave updates on different things that are going on. So in summary, Alonzo which is smart contracts for anyone new, it is still on track for late August, early September. He says optimistically it's August and pessimistically it should be out in September. So again, things look to be all on track right now for us having smart contracts on the mainnet. Alonzo White did happen for anyone who missed my video last week. Alonzo White did happen on the testnet, so the hard fork happened last week. Everything looks to have gone well. The feedback so far is good, and there's more and more people being brought in to test out the smart contracts every day now. So as well, in the update, he did touch on Mithral and talked about how important it's going to be for the future, and that is a lot of people have issues with Daedalus. Daedalus is a full node wallet, so when you download it to your laptop, you download the full blockchain. But with the advancements that the changes they're looking to bring in over time, it will mean that you won't need the full blockchain on your laptop or your PC to make sure everything is secure. You will be able to store enough data on the machine to be able to verify transactions and use other sources as well. So I will dive deeper into that at some stage and bring a full video on that and the advantages that brings in being able to have a secure light wallet as well. Looking then as well, we have El Salvador may issue its own stable coin named $dollar on Cardano. I think this is one of them names that different languages it is means slightly different things, but we'll move on from the name. Cardano is in the running for this, and where are we down here? They talk about the three. So Cardano, WizGrid and Algorand are the three that are being looked at here, and they say they have met with all representatives already. If you follow Charles's regular videos, he did mention that he was getting a suit ready a while ago to go to El Salvador to meet up to talk about the future. So if something like this did happen on Cardano, this would be a really great initiative. And to be honest, a stablecoin is a better solution for people out in El Salvador rather than Bitcoin in its current form, because Bitcoin right now, with the volatility that's in it, when people are buying into it or accepting it in shops, it can lead to a lot of losses, because if the markets drop when they accept Bitcoin today, the market, we all know how volatile it is, and we'll get onto the charts in a few minutes, but they're taking a gamble because they could get an extra 10% or they could lose 10% on the price, and that could all happen within 24 hours with Bitcoin. So for economies like that, I think stablecoin variations are probably a better solution for day-to-day operations. So then moving on to Bitrue, have announced that they are now going to list Cardano native assets on the exchange. So I did have Bitrue on the channel before, and I will probably get them on fairly soon again to talk about this, to talk about adding native assets to their exchange. This is a really good step forward because it means that native assets on Cardano, so that is coins that are created on the Cardano blockchain, can be listed on Bitrue. I'll bring them on and see can I quiz them on what coins would need to show to be able to get onto the exchange. The first one is going to be OCC, which is Occam Phi. They are currently an Ethereum coin, but they have built the bridge, so their Cardano native asset version of that is going to be available on Bitrue. So I will bring you more on that as well if I can bring them onto the channel. And keeping in line with exchanges there as well, this is something that needs to be kept in mind. I get questions every week, I get messages. This week I got a lot of them about Binance, people not being able to withdraw their ADA from Binance. So generally, at least once a week, Binance closes off ADA withdrawals. This time it was for well over 24 hours. Lots of theories around why that is, that they are locking them up because they want the staking rewards in the pools that they control and different things on how they handle trades behind the scenes. I'm not going to get into them theories in this, but I would say just be careful holding your ADA on exchanges at any stage. With Binance, they seem to be the worst for this right now in terms of holding the coins on the exchange. I do really like Binance for my own day-to-day trading, but in terms of recommending exchanges for people when they're asking where to buy, I can't really recommend Binance right now unless you're in no hurry to get your ADA out. I would say Kraken is one of your best bets. Bitrue as well that I just mentioned. I will do a full video on them fairly soon, but they look to be really trying to integrate themselves with the Cardano ecosystem. So Coinbase is another option as well for some people in the US. So let's see what else we have here. So Catalyst voting is now open as well for Fund 5. This is a post that I shared from Sebastian, who is one of the guys behind DC Spark. Anyone who has been following Cardano for a while is probably familiar with Sebastian if you're into the tech side of things as well. So they have some proposals in there about they want to be able to turn Yoroi into the MetaMask of Cardano. So MetaMask is the browser plugin for Ethereum, where it allows you to interact with any website and DeFi platforms that require you to use your Ethereum wallet. So they want to develop the functionality so that Yoroi will have that for Cardano. Look, there's lots of other good projects out there. The NFT Maker is out there as well. They're looking for funding for version 2. Liquid Finance, who I've had on the channel. Who else is out there? ErgoDex. I think there's some other dexes in there as well. So take a look around, take a look through the applications and see what ones you want to support. So again, moving on, what else do we have? I see here on this one as well, Elon Musk. We'll leave that. I'll finish the Cardano stuff first and then we'll get on to Elon Musk. So Boinnex, I'm really not sure how I'm saying that name, but what they have done is they provide ATM machines, so Bitcoin ATMs, and they have now been able to add ADA Cardano to the machines as well. So with any Boinnex machine now, you can now go in and buy ADA at the machines. Hopefully over the next few weeks or month or so, I might be able to go and use one of the machines in person and try and buy some ADA on the machine. But it's great to see new opportunities like this, and they do have a special as well. I think there's no fees until the end of July maybe. I'll have to look that up, but again, you can check them out here, and when you come onto the site you can see everywhere that they have machines all over Ireland right now. So moving on, next we have, that was the hard fork. Then talking about Forbes, Elon Musk, Jack, Cathy Wood, talking about Bitcoin. So Elon Musk was kind of sat down and asked some of his opinions, and it looks like there's a lot of backtracing on different things that have happened. So he says that, well, actually one thing that came to light was that SpaceX actually owns Bitcoin. So SpaceX is a private company, so they don't have to declare their holdings like Tesla have to declare when they hold what their investments are. So we knew that they held Bitcoin, but it's good to see that SpaceX actually owns Bitcoin as well, and Elon Musk said that he personally owns Bitcoin as well. He did say that he owns some Ethereum and Doge as well, but holds a lot more Bitcoin than he does Ethereum and Doge, and who knows, over time potentially ADA will be among his portfolio as well. But things that he said was that Tesla will look to accept Bitcoin again in the next while. I don't think they even had many sales. It's more a publicity thing to show that companies are accepting Bitcoin. And when they came out and said that they were not going to accept Bitcoin going forward because of power usage and basically using dirty fuel to power the Bitcoin ecosystem, it done damage to cryptocurrency as a whole. So I know people aren't fond of Elon Musk, or there's people who watch this channel might not even be big fans of Bitcoin, but right now Bitcoin still drives the whole market. So we do have to keep an eye on what's going on there. But overall, it was a positive talk for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general to see what came out of it. So I'll be looking to see what kind of follow-ups come from that again. I'm not sure if he's going to be pumping Dogecoin anytime soon, but for now, the sentiment on Bitcoin and crypto in general is positive from their side. So another thing, actually, these here. So where was the one he said? He came out and said, I might pump, but I don't dump. Yeah, if you look back through his tweets, then lots of his tweets have pumped the markets, but some of his tweets have also dumped the market, especially the fossil fuel one. And you can see the article here from CNBC talking about where they're walking back their fossil fuel worries. He said they're going to go back and reevaluate how much of the Bitcoin mining infrastructure is done on renewable energy now as well. So that's kind of the summary of the week. Let's take a look at the charts. So taking a look at the price right now, when I done the video last Friday, it was a live stream last week because I was under time pressure. We were, what day were we? We were in around here on the 16th. We're around probably the 31, we're just above 31,500. And I said that there was potential for the weekend dip due to the Grayscale release or the FUD that was around that, because that wasn't actually Bitcoin getting released, but there was a lot of uncertainty about it. So we did get that drop, but a very strong push to the upside. And again, lots of this was in line with the Elon, Jack and Cathie Wood talk as well, that pushed us up through the downtrend that we have been on for a while now. So good to see that it wasn't just that one day a green candle pump up and then drop the next day. We did hold it, smaller candles the next day, but still green candles all the same. And when you look at the patterns here, what's good to see on this one is this was an engulfing candle. So that means that it overtook the previous candle. It wasn't just a small bit of red or a small bit of green. It was a far bigger candle than the previous candle. And actually it was bigger than the previous few days. So this one green day wiped out all of the negative days, the 4 or 5 negative days that came before it. So we'll watch and see how this goes over the next few days. In general, the volume, if we turn on volume here, volume still isn't that great. Volume is still fairly low on the market. When we had the drop and then the push to the upside, slight jump in volume, but not a whole lot there at the minute. Again, on the RSI, we're looking here, still in a downtrend on this as well. So watching to see over the next few days, if we got another few green candles here, we could finally break out of the downtrend on this as well. And we're not overbought or oversold. We're sitting nicely in the middle. So there's definitely room to move up for Bitcoin right now. And in general, the sentiment in the market is getting a bit better. It's not just as negative as we have had. Do I expect, if I show you this, actually we turn off volume just so it's not in the way. What wasn't that great to see was that we did close our first candle below the $31,000 level here. We closed the first daily candle below that. That was the first time since January back here. The good thing is though that we did break out of it the very next day, which did happen back here as well. When we did close the daily candle, we got the green candle and pushed to the upside. I don't expect such a violent move over the next few weeks as we got there. If we get it, great, but I really wouldn't expect that right now. I think it's going to be a lot slower climb this time. And looking at this, if we got 1 or 2 more green candles to push us back up here before getting the retracement, even getting the pullback down towards 31 again, definitely not ruling out 31 happening again. And as always, in summary, until we break above $41,000 up here or break below 31 and start closing a few daily candles, there's no trend is decided. We'll see short-term trends, but in general, until we break out of them, that's where the market sits. So looking at the ADUSD price then, if we look at it here, once again, the 102 level for ADA has been extremely strong over the last while. So once we initially broke through it, we slightly broke down here for a few days, but since then we have not spent any time below $1.02 or any significant time anyway. And that's all the way back since February back here when we initially broke into it. We were stuck in the channel here, briefly broke out of it, and then back down into this channel right now. But 102 is what is holding for us very solid right now. As you can see, RSI, still lots of room, not oversold or overbought, so lots of room to grow to the upside for the ADA price. And when you look here, we have this slight downtrend, or not slight, this is the downtrend right now for the ADA price, but we're starting to make a nice move up towards it here and waiting to see how the next, I suppose, 2 to 3 days plays out. Do we come up again once again and get rejected, or can we come up and push through it? I do think there's a lot of positive sentiment building up for ADA right now that we will be able to push through it this time. If we look at the ADABTC price, once again, still very much in the long-term uptrend. If we look all the way back here to January, the beginning of the year, when we were down at around 500 sats, you can see still very much in the uptrend. Touch points, 1, 2, in around here we had a few of them, and then over the last few days we did come right down and test it, but got a nice strong bounce. So waiting to see how this plays out. I do think that If we look at this, if we play it on another week or so, if we can keep moving up to the upside coming into August, I think we will have a lot of positive news. As I've said from the start, I think we will see a nice run up for the Alonzo launch. So leading right up to the Alonzo launch, getting smart contracts live on Cardano, I think we really will push up through this and hit new all-time highs for this year against BTC. So that's against the ADABTC price. So we're somewhere up around 5,000 sats, as you can see there. I think we will be breaking that as we get the run up for the Alonzo smart contract. So I'll start doing more regular videos on this once we start to see a bit more movement on it. And as well as that, I might start breaking down these weekly reviews into maybe 4, 5, 6 minute videos during the week, talking about individual topics, and then still having the summary one at the end of the week for people who just like to sit down and get it all in one. So I hope this has been of some value. If it has, please do share it out there, give the video a like, and I really do appreciate everyone that subscribed, continues to watch, and supports by delegating to my Cardano stake pools under the ticker PAUL. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.